Okay, hello dear farming community. My name is Tionge Kacheche and welcome to yet another episode of the special edition of the Agritalk Africa featuring the Agriculture and Cooperatives Awards nominees. So today we are at Fanellie Livestock Sanctuary and I will be talking to Nelly Chinyakula, who is the founder and also nominated in the category Livestock Farmer of the Year. Category is sponsored by Mayfair Insurance, and we would like to say thank you so much to Mayfair Insurance for sponsoring the Zambian farmer as well as supporting the Zambian farmer. Now, thank you so much also, dear viewers, for joining us on this special episode.
This is Agritalk Africa, the podcast that puts farmers first.
Madam, thank you so much for welcoming us here at your farm.
Thank you. You're welcome to the farm once again.
Thank you so much. So for to just begin rather, we will talk about how you got into livestock farming. So you just enlighten us how you got into livestock farming.
Okay. So professionally, I'm a teacher. Yes. I didn't go to school to train. No. This was born from a place of interest, a place of desire and determination, I should say. Yes. So in 2019, when I lost my job, my teaching job, of course, due to COVID, yeah, I stayed another 2 years without anything really to do. Um, then came the idea that I could do livestock, but this came from the fact that first of all I grew up in Namwala. So growing up in Namwala, we live with the animals. That is the business that most of us or most of the people do there. And growing up, I saw our people do that business, and then my mom as well did the business. We did the business with her, so I had knowledge about it. So that is what inspired the beginning of the livestock sanctuary today.
Okay.
Yes.
And then in terms of a business, we talk about the business side of the farm. How is it that you're making money out of it? Are you selling the animals, or is it any other services that you're offering?
Okay, so we are big on sales actually. When we started, it was all sales, but now we are also breeding our own animals due to demand. But we mainly do sell. So we sell the goats, we sell the sheep, we sell cattle as well. Oh, we also sell donkeys. And now in a few weeks, as you come to the farm, you're going to find we've stocked up on turkeys that are also for sale. So for us, it's a business.
Okay.
Yes.
And then what would you say are some of the challenges that you get to face from your experience from the time that you started?
Number one problem that we fought, and I think we have overcome now, looking at our success rate, was the disease management. That was a huge problem for us, managing disease, considering the fact that we were sourcing these animals, so they would come from different places, and then some farmers do not understand the dynamics of vaccinations and take control. So we had a tough time bringing the animals onto the farm and then treating them from various diseases. Sometimes disease that you don't even know about. You have no idea, and it's just happening there. So that was a learning phase for us. We managed to combat that, and I can say we are doing excellently well in that area. The other challenge that we struggle with in this season, and as it was last year during the drought, is feed. Feeding these animals can be quite costly. The prices of feed anywhere around the country really isn't friendly. So that is one of our huge struggles right now, sourcing and putting them on a feeding program that keeps them healthy for a longer period of time before the season can change, and then they can do their free range grazing again. Yeah.
And then you did mention about the feed and as well as the diseases for the animals. Now, how are you managing the diseases for the animals? How are you combating that? And when it comes to how feed prices can go up and can go down, how are you managing that as well?
Okay, so on the disease aspect, we have a very deliberate policy that the moment the animals enter our farm, they undergo what used to be dipping then and now spraying. It's very mandatory before they can mix with the other animals that we have on the farm. We confine the other ones in the goat pens and make sure that the ones that we are receiving undergo that spraying system. First of all, to get rid of the parasites that are external, that they might have come with. So that is done, and then the following day, before we still mix them with the other animals, we make sure that we give antibiotics. So we are big on administering preventive and curative antibiotics. One of our golden antibiotic being terramycin, because it combats a wide range of diseases, being both preventive and curative. Yes.
And then, are you involved in any educational programs, or do you have any educational programs for your livestock farmers or just for farmers out there?
Currently, no. But that is a program that we are starting now. Actually, the first class runs out next month. We'll roll it out next month because we have seen the demand, and we are looking at how we have grown ourselves, the clientele that we have, and how many people desire to get livestock from us, but they are limited on knowledge. So we are missing out on a clientele because they don't know how to manage these animals. So now we are getting into a very deliberate arrangement where we arrange classes for our already existing clients and for would-be clients, so that we train them on management. But also, the best way to really learn is to be on the ground. No matter how much I teach you now about vaccinations, about treatment, about feed, it will be hard for you to know until you really have animals and you are practicing. You are seeing these things. They're hands-on for you. So that is why we are opening our farm up, so that when they come, it is not just us offering theory lessons, but then they get to meet the animals and they get to actually do practical stuff during those lessons.
And then, what would you say about technology? How has it helped you in running your farm, managing or marketing your farm?
With the advanced methods that we are using, one of them being the sprayers, it has made I think life a bit on the easier side. I told you before, the sprayers would literally carry the animals and dip, and we've been showing these videos on their page, which is quite a lot because they can be heavy, and it's just also not very safe because of their horns. So the introduction of such facilities make it faster for us and cost effective to manage our animals.
And then, what advice would you give to your fellow ladies, stroke women, and also the youths that would want to venture into livestock farming?
Okay. There isn't a better time to start. Start where you are. Start with what you have. When we started, I should mention, when we started, we didn't have a farm. We used to do online sales. You literally order animals that that is technology. Zuckerberg came in for us. So we didn't have anything to show. We just used to take orders, and then we'll deliver these animals to our clients. And that is because our resources were very limited, or maybe we didn't even have any. That also goes to the people and the youth and the women that feel you need a huge amount of money to start farming. I need to buy a 50-hectare piece of land. I need to have this put in place. That time is never coming. As long as you have not started, that time is not going to come. Every step, every growth, every improvement that we have seen on our own path has come from a place where we just dived in. We don't know how it's going to unfold, but we started. So if you're starting with your animals, buy your animals. If you have a yard, put them in the backyard and begin your feeding there. It is only there you're going to understand that Gaga actually costs 370 kwacha. Until then, you will never know the price. And because of the few challenges you're going to meet while in your backyard, your doors will open for you somehow. We can't account for how everything ever happened for us, but we know God has been in the story, because doors have been opening. People like you have come to support us, and we have seen things unfold. So just start where you are. Start today.
And finally, We're looking at the vision. Where do you see this farm in the next 5 years or 10 years from now?
I don't know if 5 years is even. It's too far, too far. So in a few years from now, first of all, we want to be recognized as the biggest goat farm in the country. On our breeding ends. On our sales ends, it's gonna be really big, but we see ourselves really scaling up on the market and the globe as well. Because I should mention that we are not just selling to the Zambian market. We have a whole huge clientele in the diaspora. We keep delivering animals to the people living out there whose farms are back here. So in the next 5 years, we want to be your one-stop livestock place. Your cattle, your sheep, your goats, your chickens, everything livestock except pork. Yes. Except that.
Okay. Amazing. And Madam Nelly, rather, could you maybe have any last words that you would like to say to the viewers?
My encouragement to the viewers remains that there isn't a better time to start. And you should consider investing in livestock because the turnouts are really great, and it is also an investment that lasts beyond just you know. It's wealth that you're building for generations and generations to come. It is wealth that you can pass on to your children and their children's children. So start now.
No, thank you so much for your time, and also, dear viewers, thank you so much. There you have it. I was talking to Madam Nelly of Fanellie Livestock Sanctuary. No, thank you so much, and thank you so much for joining. Until the next episode, my name is Tionge Kacheche.
This is Agritalk Africa, the podcast that puts farmers first.